Especially after he said, "Don't let this happen."
Probably. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Wonderful. And now I'm getting that weird screen that buffers. You cannot hear me, but I can hear you. All right, it's the screen sharing that's messing us up. Can you hear me yet? You still can't hear me.
Is it your owl? It can be like really we're still looking for like yard or something.
Do you want me to get out of screen sharing again? Because that's where we're going awry every time.
Yes, get out of screen sharing.
Okay, now I'm screen sharing.
I can't even hear my test sound. The volume's up. Have you done it from that one before?
It doesn't help for tomorrow, though. Now you can hear. Or can you still hear me, or did it stop?
That's you. Why is it working now? Let's go with it.
Maybe we need to start this before my class.
We'll start it at lunch.
Here we go. Keep it open. Didn't it say you could do this for 6 hours?
Okay, so I see you.
Okay. I'm watching you. Now it flips back to me when I'm talking.
I see you no matter what's going on. Girls, let me know if y'all can still hear me in here.
Okay. When I'm talking, I see myself.
Okay, I see you no matter what. There should be 2 screens in your bottom corner. Click on the different screens and it should change who's in the big view.
I don't know what you mean. I don't have 2 screens. Well, I've got one, or you or me, and I want to put you in the, okay.
When you click on those, it should change. Sorry, there's students studying out there.
All right. Now look at the camera when you get a minute and let me see if it's synced, if your voice and the image is synced. Okay.
Can you see my lips moving with my voice?
That is perfect.
Good. Okay. Is your screen still flipping back and forth, though?
Nope. I am only watching you, and your lips and the sound is synced.
Okay, good. I mean, who's in your big screen, you or me?
You.
Okay, perfect. Now, do we want to try the screen share?
I don't know. I'd like to show you the PowerPoint.
Do you have the PowerPoint already pulled up on your computer?
No, but I can do that.
Okay, it's best if you do that before you do share.
Of course it is. All right. Can I try it? And let's see what happens.
Did you pull up the PowerPoint?
We're doing it right now. What do you see while I'm doing this?
Just you.
You can still see me?
I see you. You haven't screen shared yet.
Okay.
But if you already have those tabs open, then you can you just tab back and forth and it doesn't take as much buffering time.
Okay. Now.
I still see you.
You still see me?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now I need to try to screen share.
Yes.
And I have multiple options. Entire screen, Google Plus Hangouts.
I've only used entire screen because you have to technically click out of Google Hangouts to click onto your presentation. Does that make sense?
So I'm going to press entire screen. and share. And it says I'm screen sharing. I need to present to everyone.
Now I'm the face in your screen that you're sharing.
You see me?
I'm in both screens.
Okay, now what do you see? Now I put present to everyone.
It says Miss McCleary is presenting to everyone, and it's still me in both screens. And I can see that my
Funny,
is no
because
longer
you're in both screens on mine too. The big screen and in the one at the bottom that says you. So,
Diane, what does Showcase do over on the left-hand side?
let's see, I see chat, showcase. I don't know what that did.
I'm wondering. Oh, it shows your YouTube channels over here on the side.
Okay, I just stopped the screen share.
And I see you. Everything is
What's
fine.
normal?
I'm looking to see if there's another app that we might could use on this left-hand side. But
What's not cameraman?
can I just try something? I want to see what happens when I screen share from my end.
Okay.
But it won't let me, so never mind.
Because I initiated it.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you could do it from both
All right,
ends.
Okay, chat is simply the chat we had open earlier. I'm going to try screen share again.
Okay.
I'm going to try entire screen again.
Oh, it will let me screen share. It's just it's slow.
Okay. I did screen sharing, but I did not press present to everyone. So what does it look like now?
I'm in both screens.
You're in both screens for me also. All right, let me go ahead and try to start the presentation anyway. I don't know if it matters if you're in both screens, does it? I don't need to see myself.
No, but I need to see what's going on your computer. Oh, that's why you're screen sharing with me, so I get it.
It's showing you what I'm seeing.
Right, and you're seeing me.
Correct. So I need to, now, if I go to the presentation,
I can see your mouse moving. Like, I can see your whole screen now.
perfect. So actually I should have had this already
Open, so you could just click over to it.
yeah, I thought I did, but obviously I didn't. Okay. So I need to get into the presentation. All right. So now if Lucas were presenting this, he would actually be looking at his own presentation.
Correct, because that's all I see.
And you don't see me.
I don't see you.
The front page, it says Perry-Romberg syndrome.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go to the first screen.
I see it.
And I assume he's planning, because I didn't get to work with him today, probably knowing that he's in 5th grade, probably read most of this.
Okay.
Or blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go to the next one.
That would probably be good that this is all I can see since he's reading it.
I mean, I'm just guessing he's going to read it. And then if he's standing in front of the Japonica faculty, he's facing them. So I have to make sure I have a computer where he can face the audience, not sit with his back to them, which means I have to use mine. I can't use theirs that's connected with that little short wire.
Okay, so he's facing their faculty.
I'm going to have to get him a little podium or a table up front, and he puts this on it.
Right. I've got a music stand in my room if you just need to take that over there.
Okay, well, they have a music stand over there, too. I can just get it out of the music room. That won't be a problem. A good idea. That's probably what we
use for a podium.
Yeah, okay. All right.
PRS is not.
It's not a disease. You cannot catch it.
Yeah,
it's not fun and it's not fair. There he is. That's him in kindergarten and him in 5th grade. Isn't that sweet?
I don't think I've ever met this student before. And he's comfortable talking about this. That's so neat.
According to his mother, this is his idea. I never even knew about it. Did you see in the beginning where it says there's only 1,000 people in the world with it?
Wow.
So it is very rare. And his dermatologist found it.
When I looked it up the other night, most of the pictures looked like that one you just showed me of him.
Yeah. Well, his dermatologist found it and then sent him to a specialist. But now that I didn't even know until I read this a few minutes ago that his dermatologist is the one that diagnosed it, I want Ashlyn Murphy to meet with him.
Oh, yeah. When you first sent me the text, I thought you were talking about the student that Brooke had worked with that had the skin disorder.
No, that's another disorder. That one is ichthyosis.
Right.
That's a fish scale disease. And it is a disease. This one is not. But anyway, it's not much longer than this. I'll flip through it pretty quick. He talks about how his brother, isn't that funny?
Hold on. Oh,
He does not like to do makeup work.
oh.
But he did such a good job even with his parents' help, which I'm sure they did.
I know, but you can tell that this is clearly his thoughts.
Right. The family has to build vacations around my trips to Birmingham.
So sweet.
That's the end of it. So it'll be short. I think it'll get the point across. We'll be able to do this. And then
you can exit out of this, like stop your screen share.
did that stop
and
it?
goes back to him.
And we're back here. And then I would like for him to see you all at some point. I don't know if we can do that now or not. Just so y'all can all like kind of wave to him and that be the end of that.
Well, can you not see me in the bottom of your corner?
I can see, you're the big screen. So if y'all at this point just like all thank you, whatever.
Okay, so does he want to say anything after? Is anybody going to say anything after his presentation?
What do you think?
Well,
we may have to play that by ear. I don't think it needs to go on very long because it's a practice run for him to talk to the biomed classes.
okay.
But it's really more about the Google Hangouts too. So I don't want to cut him off, but I would like for everybody to say thank you so much for teaching us about this or whatever.
Maybe I could lead to that before we begin and just let everybody know whenever he's done. If you have something that you would like to share with him or to thank him, you'll have that opportunity.
Right. His dad will be there, and they said they can try to answer a few questions, and I told them that what I thought we should do is let's just thank him for his presentation and share a few thoughts or whatever, and then if we have questions, let's write them down and send them to them as a family to answer later.
Okay. You know what we could do?
What's that?
And let them use the messaging app, the little chat app. And once he's done with his presentation, we could say now if anybody would like to enter their questions, just so they can see like how the group chat, that there is a chat.
Is that the Q&A over here? I will tell you now that we flip back and forth, your voice is not synced with your image anymore.
Oh, yours still is.
Okay, yours is lagging.
Oh.
It's not awful, but it is. So we go to Q&A, is that what that is?
Well, I clicked on the little chat icon that we were using earlier, the blue one, where you can just type your messages.
Okay.
But let's click Q&A and see what it is.
Yeah, they'll have to take turns going up to your computer, is that it? And typing your questions?
Well, like if we're done and y'all, like you've already closed, well, maybe you could just mute yours and I could say if anyone has questions. I don't know, I was just trying to think of a way to demonstrate different things that they can do on here. I'm going to click on Q&A and see what it does.
Maybe at this point, that's exactly what we can do. We'll finish with him, close out, and then I was
But you see what I'm
wondering,
saying? If we close out, then we won't have access to all the features.
so I close out his presentation, and what? Maybe you step us through what those icons are on the left-hand side. Do you know them?
The only one I've used is chat and screen share.
Okay,
If you
well,
click Showcase, it just takes me to your Google Plus page, like your YouTube account. It says I don't have the Q&A feature.
okay. So I tell you what, it's going to be on the big overhead projector. Are you going to do that in the library and here on the big overhead, or are you going to go up to Susie's room?
Oh, I figured we would do it in here.
I thought we would do it in here too. I was just making sure. Okay. So I'm going to be on the overhead projector, I mean on the, the board over there, and you're going to be over here.
Uh-oh, did I just close this out?
It says faculty meetings has added Google Effects.
Oh, I was trying to see what that was. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm wondering if at that point, if you could just step through how to use chat and how to use screen share.
Okay.
You may not can do screen share from your end. Can you?
I can. It's just a little slow. But do you see what I'm saying? I still have to be connected to you in order to display those things.
So you
So
can
what do
talk to them, and we can point to them up on the board is what I'm thinking.
Oh, you mean to both groups?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to do chat, and we can show them that they can type questions that you can all see. So anyone who's watching this live feed could be typing their questions.
Is that example your question?
I was just typing, like just to show that something.
Example?
Yeah.
Then I can respond so they can
I
see.
should have typed an actual question. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. And then show them how to do screen share.
See, I will have already shown them screen share when I initiate it from my side.
Okay, so what are you going to be doing on your end while I'm going through this?
Well, I was going to say we can go back to, no, I'll just follow along and just point to the chat, and then you ask a question, I'll answer it. And then when you get to the part that says screen share,
Uh-huh.
then maybe I should go through the screen share steps on my end and go back to the video to show them how we got there, and you'll just have to point to the buttons that I'm pressing.
Okay, do you want to try that right now?
Okay, so let's start with, I've just exited out of the presentation. They've said good job to Lucas. And now, from my end, I'll say something like, Monica, would you like to show us how to initiate a chat question, and we'll answer it?
Okay, and if there are multiple people logged into a Google Hangout, they can carry on a chat as it's taking place. So my question is going to be, what of the present?
Okay, your voice blanked in and out while you were typing, but I just got your question.
Okay, so I don't need to talk while typing. Because it's my understanding that, I mean, you wouldn't use this in a one-on-one situation, but if we had other groups listening in, we could be chatting and commenting on the presentation that we're watching.
Now, while you're typing and I'm talking, it's okay on my end, but what's happening on your end?
I can see your lips perfectly.
Okay,
So,
and somehow this is realigned.
huh?
Somehow it's realigned. Now your voice and your image is back synced again.
So whenever you're typing, I'll talk. And whenever I'm typing, if you'll talk, then it should be fine.
It sounds like a plan.
Okay. And then do you want to open your screen share real quick?
Okay, so then I would say that I'm going to show you how we put his presentation on my computer and the university campus was able to see it. So we come down to the little green icon with the arrow that's called screen share, and we click on that.
Because while you're doing this, I'm having to open it on mine so they can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to go through, and right now we're only going to talk about entire screen. That's the only thing we're going to work with. So I click on entire screen and press share. And Monica, from your end, what did you see while I was doing that?
I couldn't see anything, so I was doing it on my computer. Like I went to the green icon and then I pointed, like I had my mouse on, but instead of entire screen, mine says share desktop.
Okay. Mine says entire screen. So it should mean the same thing.
I'm wondering if it's just like a Mac
For PC,
PC thing.
maybe. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I happen to have a PowerPoint presentation pulled up. It's his again, so I'm going to click on that. Now, Monica, tell us what you see while I do this.
Okay, so I see that you have opened up your presentation from your, I can see your entire screen. So I saw you click on your toolbar at the bottom, and that opened your presentation.
Okay, so now if I'm going to actually start and fill up my entire screen with the presentation like I was starting a slideshow, what changed on your end?
I saw you click Start Slideshow, and then the slideshow appeared.
Okay, and can you see me or can you see the presentation?
No, all I see is the presentation.
So I think you and I should have this dialogue while we're doing this, don't you?
I agree.
Like I'm asking you these questions, you're answering them, or you ask questions and I'll answer them so that they understand what we're doing and what the other end is seeing.
I think it worked well with you answering the questions because you were actually clicking on things. And we can see everything you do up until you push play presentation.
All right, so now you see only the presentation, which is all we see on our end.
Oh, so you don't even see us.
I don't see you anymore either. I just see the presentation.
Oh,
That
I see.
completely got out of the video part and into the presentation only.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
All I am seeing, it's as though I opened the PowerPoint and there is no such thing as Google Hangout. I can't see anything about Google Hangouts.
Okay, I see myself in the little corner, like I
Okay.
have the whole time, and I see your presentation.
All we see is our presentation. We don't see you and we don't see ourselves. As soon as I get to the end of the slideshow, I'm back to the little partial screen and you're behind it.
Correct, that's what I see, because I'm seeing exactly what's on your screen.
Okay. So the next thing we would do is if we want to stop screen sharing.
Actually, Diane, before you stop, oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
If you want to show them that you can also, like, you could Google something or you could look something up on your computer just to emphasize that we are seeing everything you do.
Okay, so since I already have Chrome open, if I
see you clicking on Chrome. I see you clicking on, see, I no longer see myself. I see your desktop.
and so what do you see now?
It took me, we're out of screen share.
Because I am now, it took me to the Google Drive. All right, I did something wrong then. I don't know how, I don't even know how to get you back.
Just go back to the bottom of your screen,
Uh-huh.
and you should still have our window that you can click on.
No, all I have is, I mean, it literally is the Google menu.
I mean, across your menu bar at the bottom, you don't have another tab open?
Oh, wait a minute. How's that? I can
I'm
see
still
you. Can you see me?
we're no longer in screen share.
Okay, mine says screen share.
Exit screen share, and I'm going to try to do it from my end, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go to screen share and see if this will. And I want to show you my desktop. It says I'm screen sharing. So can you see me moving around on my computer?
I see me. I do not see your cursor.
What about now?
It's changing. The screen's changing.
Slowly.
You know, it's changed. And you had a little... It's very jerky. Like, I don't see your cursor at all. I just see stuff changing. There we go. Now I see your cursor.
Can
And
you
I
see my Edmodo account that I have?
Yeah. Now I see you opening up, scrolling up the screen.
It's just delayed.
It says group posts.
So we really need to show it from both ends, though. Can you see my public speaking book page?
Yes.
Because my end needs to see that I can move around and do things, and you can see it, and vice versa.
Okay.
So now I'm going to stop screen sharing. And I'm back to original.
And we're back to a broadcast. Okay.
So what I'm thinking about doing is, okay, if I pull up, I'm going to screen share my desktop with you really quickly and pull up the instructions that I had started on how to begin a Google Hangout. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay. Just to show it from your end, because my end has seen what a screen share looks like, but yours hadn't.
Okay, perfect. That's good. And I think you and I can talk through this tomorrow. And if we need to, you can say, Diane, go press the screen share button or whatever.
Right. So you're going to initiate.
Yes. The only thing that I'm uncomfortable with at this point is we have not tested it between University and Japonica.
Okay, do you have any time tomorrow? Well,
I have any time tomorrow. I will make time.
okay. Let me see whose classes I've got tomorrow.
Is tomorrow Wednesday?
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah, I hadn't volunteered to take anybody's classes tomorrow. So I'm good. I'll work around you.
Oh, hold on. Tomorrow's Tuesday the 13th.
Correct.
Okay. I don't have anybody's classes tomorrow. So I can do, I'll have your 2, or I can do 4 again.
We should be fine-tuned, right? By 2.
Yes, hopefully. So tomorrow is a
Tomorrow is a 3-day. Tomorrow's a 3-day.
are you available 4 period,
Sure.
which is that second one tomorrow?
9:15-ish.
Yes. I won't have a class then, so I won't have any distractions.
Okay. So I need to be over there by 9:15.
If you can do that.
Yes, I will plan on doing that.
And we'll do a run through. And we can time it and see how long it takes us.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I may just go there. I'll drop Zach off here and go over there to work tomorrow
Okay.
and see if I can find out what class Lucas has and see if there's any possibility he can scoot in about 9:30 and run through it one time with us.
Okay, that's a great idea.
And if not, then I'll go through and I'll read his screens.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Okay, now we're still recording this broadcast now.
Correct. So we can go, you can delete it since you initiated it.
But do we need to wrap this up with the faculty? What happens? We need to stop a broadcast, and then how do you replay it and show it later?
You initiated it, so it will be on your YouTube channel.
Okay.
You know what? Let's go ahead and end Hangout, and I'm going to come to your office and show you how to do that.
Okay, because it sounds like another thing we need to do is explain to them they cannot do this with their current St. Luke's Gmail. They have to have a Gmail account set up for their class that is not with a stlukesmobile.com address.
Right, we should probably say that at the beginning.
Why don't we make some, I'll end it, and why don't you come over and let's make some instructions real quick. Do you have time to do this now?